Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Rene Barrientos, and today we're going to discuss the supply chain design of our new flip-flops. So we need to first discuss the bill of materials that will make up the design of our products and the process flow in which we will obtain our materials from our raw material suppliers. We will also discuss the supplier risks associated with conducting business with these specific suppliers. The flip-flop material will consist of three different types of raw materials. Polyurethane is our main material, and this will make up the insole, the midsole, and the sole of our flip-flop. Polyurethane is made up of monomers and prepolymers, and our raw material supplier is located in China. Our second material is rubber. Rubber is our elastic material that we will use to produce the strap of our flip-flops. Our raw material supplier is located in Thailand. Lastly, we will purchase ink from our supplier located in the United States to create our company logos and designs that will be on our products. And we will also procure cardboard and shipping materials from a vendor in Mexico. Now, each vendor has strategically been selected because they provide us with the most cost-effective and dependable source. Each vendor has their own inherent risks in conducting business with them. China, as you know, possesses an enormous geopolitical risk. Tensions between our country and China could potentially place undesired delays on our orders. Now, one way to mitigate this risk is to have a secondary and even a tertiary supplier just in case the political climate slows down our demand signals. Our supplier in Thailand consistently faces natural disasters. Their port infrastructure needs investments, and both of these risks can also potentially slow down or even stop our production. Our vendor in Mexico also faces political instability and poor road infrastructure. Their underdeveloped IT infrastructure poses a risk of losing total asset visibility on all of our shipments. Now, transportation is the key to conducting business with all of these vendors. Again, I want us to all be aware of these risks, from inadequate port facilities and shipping vessels to unethical business practices. Each of these categories places an undesired risk on our operations. As previously stated, we need to have other suppliers that we can obtain materials from just in case any of these issues come to fruition. We will also conduct supplier evaluations to ensure they are meeting our standards. Annual and or biannual on-site reviews will be conducted to ensure they are physically meeting our standards as well. Our company does not want to partner with other companies that practice unsafe or unfair labor practices. Now, this slide displays the supply chain flow from our suppliers to our main manufacturing facility in Fort Worth, Texas. Our supplier in Zhangjiagang, China, and Zongla, Thailand, will utilize a mixed mode of transportation to get us our materials. They will both ship our polyurethane and rubber via slow stream vessel through the East China Sea and the North Pacific Ocean to the port of San Diego. Once in San Diego, the goods will be transferred to the San Diego rail system, which will transport our goods to the rail hub located in Fort Worth, Texas. All materials will be transported via 20-foot ISO container. Now, once our materials arrive in Fort Worth, our own trucks will pick up our materials and drive the materials to our main manufacturing facility in Fort Worth. The shipping materials from Mexico and Woburn, Massachusetts will be shipped via FedEx and or UPS to our manufacturing facility. Once all materials are received in our manufacturing facility, orders from our customers and distributors will be processed via ERP. Orders will be moved to the operations section to be reviewed for accuracy and manufacturing. Operations will also ensure material from inventory is provided to the assembly facility for manufacturing. After the order is made, it will move to quality control to ensure quality of our products and then transfer them to the shipping and receiving section. Shipping and receiving will prepare orders for shipment. They will print shipping and tracking labels, and they will attach them to the orders and load the orders onto our vehicles and are arranged for shipment via a 3PL. Finally, it will be delivered to our customers. Each transaction will be virtually tracked via our ERP system. Every order will have a service order number tied to it. The service order will have sequential task orders that will be associated to it. The task order will have the number of supplies required to build and or satisfy the order. Once the order is made, the quality control section will review the service order and task orders to ensure they're accounted for. Once reviewed within the ERP system, they will send the orders to the shipping and receiving section's universal work queue. They will ensure quality control has signed off on the orders and continue to process the shipment. The ERP will generate the shipping label and track shipments to the customers. Once a confirmation of receipt is received, the shipping section will conduct a confirmation of receipt to ensure the customer received the orders. Order history will be maintained in the system for 10 years. That will give us the ability to track our demand history, keep tabs on our forecast management, also be used for data analysis and continuous process improvements. Next, we'll discuss our distribution channel. As depicted, our raw material suppliers will obtain their respective material from a mixture of ways, from wood, resin, latex, and dyes. Each supplier will provide an upstream channel to our manufacturing facility in Fort Worth via a mixed mode of transportation. We will manufacture the flip-flops and push them down to our distribution centers within the U.S. Our distribution centers will fill order requirements to our retailers and customers across the United States and our overseas customers. Now, upon conception, inventory will initially be maintained at our manufacturing facility. Once we have enough demand history to analyze, decisions will be made to determine what inventory levels should be at each distribution center. We will need to practice adequate forecasting to ensure we are not spending excess funds to maintain our inventory levels at each facility. Maintaining distribution centers will help us to meet customer demands within 24 to 48 hours. Having multiple distribution centers in strategic locations across the United States can help us to mutually support each other with our inventory needs. If one location's forecasting model for the month and or for the quarter were not accurate and another distribution center have excess inventory, we can move inventory to other locations or process that specific distribution center's customer requirements from another location. Now, lastly, we will discuss our reverse logistics opportunities. Rubber, polyurethane, and ink are not quickly biodegradable materials. So in order to capitalize on reverse logistics opportunities and maintain as much as possible a closed loop circuit within our ecosystem, it will require a large investment. Disposing flip-flops and or flip-flop materials will not be sustainable because of the lengthy biodegradable timeframe. If we and our customers simply dispose of our products, this will shorten the lifespan of many local landfills and contribute to the pollution of our environment. So in order to reduce our carbon footprint, we will provide customers with a shipping label to return their used flip-flops back to us free of charge. We will also provide collection containers at our distribution center facilities for consumers and retailers to dispose of their unwanted flip-flops. We can potentially close the loop over time by taking the used rubber and polyurethane and selling it to gym floor, playground, and track and field manufacturers. This will help our reverse logistics essentially pay for itself. And over time, we can potentially navigate to a completely closed loop by remanufacturing and re-engineering our flip-flops from recycled playground, track and field, and gym floors. This will extremely reduce our carbon footprint and totally close the loop on our supply chain and reverse logistics pipeline. Now, this concludes my brief. Listed below are the references for this brief, and I want to thank you all for your attention. If you have any questions, please let me know. Thank you all and have a great day.